We have been here now for 5 years. We get a lot of return. On the one side, we are capable of sharing our knowledge with others interested parties, and we gain a lot of contacts through that. And of course, political networking.
The public sector, the politicians, are mixing up with the private sector and the industry. So this is a very unique combination actually, where two worlds meet. And for us that's a very interesting moment actually to exchange our ideas.
It's very important because it's a way to share ideas and experience from all over the world and from different parties, meaning ministries, ministers and organizations, also operators and manufacturers. So it's quite important to spend these 2 days by sharing experiences and discussing ideas about transportation.
Well, BMW is attending the ITF because the future mobility is very important for us. With BMW I, we invented a new car architecture, a new car concept. We have complete new production systems, a new design, and the sustainability is a very important part within that approach.
This is very important for DECA because DECA is an association, and one of these aims is to increase the roadworthiness. This is a very good opportunity to meet the ministers of transport and the colleagues from other countries, and so we can discuss the measurements, what we can do to improve the roadworthiness.
The idea of following best practices is best understood when you are putting people together from all these different cultures and places and seeing which ideas work and how you can translate that to your own geography, your own country that you're coming from. We're facing a lot of similar problems all around the world, but there's many unique solutions to those problems, and sharing of those solutions is an area that's of interest to anyone who's looking at public policy anywhere.
Transport growth always outpaces GDP growth. And as a consequence, the investment needed in infrastructure to cope with that growth are enormous. And we see quite a big difference within the emerging markets between countries in taking infrastructure investment policies further. The interesting thing about this conference is to learn on what their thoughts are, what the ideas are, in order to accelerate this investment. Because without this investment, it will be very costly or very difficult to organize this growth.
This annual summit is a very significant event for us in terms of its global audience to relay our message on freedom of transit, eliminating transit barriers to Turkish transporters that try to operate to Europe without any limitations.
It's a good opportunity to show and to explain to ministers which solutions we can offer to them. We have cities where it takes today already 2.5 hours in the morning to get in the city and 2.5 hours to get back. Now we need to come with appropriate solutions, and here it's important that the cities are coming back to the industry with their problem, not by saying we want to have a metro, but we need to bring so and so many thousand people in the morning from A to B and in the evening from B to A, and then to ask us what the appropriate solution is.
Transport is certainly, it's moved from being trucking industries and railways and certainly traditional male-dominated type jobs, but when you look deeper than that, especially in today's economies and in today's world, there's just a tremendous amount of opportunity for both men and women. And I've been fortunate enough to be in the industry for over 25 years, and I'm quite fond of it, I must say.
It is very important that we are getting together, that we exchange views and thereby also better understand where we from industry coming, where policy settings coming, where end users coming, and all that needs to be done in a good way in order to actually make progression for our future transport systems.
What we are enjoying is rise of Asia, China, India getting stronger, and Europe is a big player, so we are between two. Once a year coming here in Leipzig, all the Minister of Transport worldwide, also the experts and CEOs, we make sure that next year is better than the last year.